Today we're going to ask you what's going to be the essay topic for 2020.
I wish I knew. And I wish I could tell you also.
I am reading between the lines. I'm not sure they are reading between the lines. They can expect the next XAT paper to be... Hi everyone, welcome on board. This video is very important because we've got XAT Convenor on board. Hi sir, Gurunathan sir, welcome on board.
Okay, hi. Great to see you.
This is so amazing. So XAT Convenor 2020, 2021, 2022 is helping you guys in your preparation, and we're going to ask him some tough questions today. And sir, we are really humbled and very honored to have you on board in helping students to prepare for the exam.
Thank you.
Great. So today we're going to ask you what's going to be the essay topic for 2020.
I wish I knew. And I wish I could tell you also.
All right, sir, coming to the essay sections, without further ado, I have serious problems with these essay topics.
Yeah.
I mean, the one which wooed me and which I was like crazy and the students went haywire was 2017. Globalization and jingoism always coexist.
Yes.
Me, Munish sir and Vallabh sir, we were actually smiling over this. And I was like, sir, ye matlab nahi samajh aata, sir. I know, I'm a verbal teacher, I know the meaning of jingoism. But things have been changing. So you were responsible in 2022.
Yeah.
What's your take on these topics, sir?
So if you see, in 2022, we had the advantage of using technology now, right? The exam is taken in a terminal now. So we realized we need not have to be stuck with one topic. And someone says, hey, capitalism, democracy, I don't even know what they are. So what if we give you two different topics? For someone, capitalism, democracy might be their cakewalk, they love that particular topic. Someone else, we can try something more slightly different, actually.
Great.
So we want to give two different topics so that we don't get that feedback that you are getting in 2017. So we said, hey, let's give two different topics. And one, very apparently obscure, if at all, but another one looking reasonably accessible, etc. But so we gave both. So that, in fact, I think if the technology allows us, we can give more than two. So that candidates can choose the topic that they love. And I think that will be more fair to the candidates, number one. So that's the path we are going to. So we hope to give enough options to candidates essentially to choose.
Super. And sir, this was okay. Technology and nature are the natural enemies. Listening is a dying art. We hardly listen to understand. We only listen to refute or reply. Very general topic. The most beautiful thing that can be neither be seen or be touched or can be felt. All right. Corruption is the root cause of economic. They're all rightable apart from the globalization and jingoism.
Yeah.
Because people don't know jingoism is like extreme patriotism. Right?
Exactly.
It's extreme.
We also learned from that. We also learned that we should give options. See, that's the beauty of technology, right? I can actually give more options, more topics to essentially explore. So a candidate can have a different idea. So from now onwards, you can expect two different essay topics at least, and if possible, we can give you more. And we are not looking for an answer. We are looking for views. Actually, are you able to bring multiple sides to the discussion? Are you able to? You don't necessarily have to agree or disagree. You don't necessarily. You can actually, if you can say yes at certain conditions, yes, in certain other ways, etc. I think the way we have worded the essay is longer. Actually, it's not a single statement. I don't have it right now with me. It's longer so that you can appreciate it better. So,
right.
For example, in democracy, we listen to people. But in capitalism, the decision is the CEO takes all the decisions, right? So we want to make them appreciate that there is a fundamental clash here. And then we gave more data. Same thing we have done with the other topic too. So we will give you more topics, two topics at least.
Okay.
And we'll make it accessible so that you can actually talk along. Of course, as a candidate, you should try to see whether you can take the one that suits you the best. Now, what do I want a candidate to do? I want a candidate to understand the topic, but more importantly, evolve in a discussion, right? Engage in a discussion where understand both sides of it, for example.
Right.
Where and what conditions this topic makes sense, or what conditions the topic may not, and give both sides, and then finally, take a call and where he or she stands to the particular topic. And that's what we're going to do.
Very well.
Yeah. Where we are concerned is we don't want you to think on your feet at that point in time. We want you to give you familiar ground that you are already comfortable with. So we're not trying to make you seek something. You know these things. These things you've been discussing in your life. Can I take that and give you? So we deliberated that topic, which I really liked. One of the topics was about the setbacks and management schools that you are talking about.
Yeah.
PDU candidates are talking about. So let's give them something, a home run sort of, right? So in the last 2-3 years, we've been discussing a lot about democracy, and we say, come on, corporate world is very different. If you know what is happening in the corporate. So we are trying to say, hey, we're not giving you something unfamiliar, and that's one thing we have learned from your feedback. So we'll be giving you accessible topics where you can form views, and we want you to be as open in your views when you essentially share.
Great. And so one more question, like what's with that? We don't measure or account the essays right now, and they're accounted while they get through the interview process.
Yeah.
So what's your thought behind that?
Yeah, that's the right thing to do, because the exam, I want the candidate to feel it's a very fair shot, and that can only be done through a particular kind of exam. So I need to have one right answer so that it becomes easier to essentially people to understand right versus wrong. But essays gives me a rich data from what the candidate is thinking. What is candidate at a given point in time, and that too towards the end of the exam, the person is tired and still is able or she is able to think something beautiful. So we want to take that and then appreciate the candidate well. But at the time of calling for the interview, we don't want to add that data. That looks, in my opinion, too much for the candidate. So we are saying let's stick to these three. Even GK, we don't do that, right? We don't want you to feel that, I learned about this in some book, I got lucky. I said, let's not do that. Let's keep it so that everybody feels they had a fair shot in the exam.
So many things. Thank you so much, sir. These tips helps. I mean, would you recommend a student who has done a basic reading of newspaper, editorial column?
Should be fantastic. Should be fine.
Even a Times of India would be okay?
All the time. Any newspaper. Go through. Because they all cover the global events anyway. So they'll be covering major events anyway. So I think, yes, we are not trying to find an obscure aspect, so should be fine.
Excellent. So many topics. And you've hinted on multiple topics as it came last year. This could be 2, 3 if technology allows. Maybe more, but 2 topics could also be there, or even 1 topic for that matter.
I would love to keep the 2 as it is. We would love to have enough, at least 2, because I don't want any candidate to feel if only there was another topic. So I'm saying let's give an option. And I would love to give more options. I'm not sure how it's going to go by recipients close to time.
I am reading between the lines. I'm not sure they are reading between the lines. They can expect the next XAT paper to be on the similar lines as Sir is.
Yes.
This is so amazing, sir. I am so humbled. Thank you so much. You are making our life easier. You're making students' life easier. And next convener coming forth and discussing such strategies. I think that's the new India, what we are. There was time, sir, when CAT never used to reveal percentiles as well. There was time. And my seniors, super seniors who go to IIM, they never knew what their percentiles were.
Yes.
And, and now here we're discussing the paper with the ex-convener. I think that's the democracy. And thank you so much for coming on board, sir. And people who are listening to the chat, drop in your comment and say thank you to Gurunathan, sir, for coming on the channel, and we'll request you to keep coming back. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you all. Wonderful time.
Take care, sir. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you, sir.